IOD and iodometric titration. This is the one of the special case of titrations. And in these reactions also, actual inside the reaction is redox reactions. Okay, we'll see that one where we are using how many types of reactions. So here iodometric titration is two types. One is iodometry, other one is iodometric titration. So how to solve this question, we'll see that one after the end of this video. Sorry, end of this class. Yeah, you can see here. Very simple. This is we can do very easily. Iodometric titration. Clear? Here we are using this is for to use for estimation of reducing substance. Okay, it is used for estimation of, you can say, reducing agents, reducing substances or reducing agent. Reducing substance or reducing agent, we can use anyone. So what is the reaction actually we are going to discuss here? I2 is reacting with hypo solution Na2S2O3. It's reacting with hypo, then converted into 2 moles of NaI plus Na2S4O6. Here we need to observe one thing. N factors also important here. I2 0 oxidation state. Here -1. So what happened here? 0 to -1 means this oxidation or reduction, you can find out gaining of electrons. So it we call reduction. Now you can find out sulfur here +2. This is +2.5. So here +2 to +2.5 means loss of electrons can occur. And that to one sulfur is 2. You can see difference here 2.5 minus 2. This is for one sulfur. But 2 sulfurs is there. You can take here 2 into. Nothing but 2 into 0.5. 1 you will get n factor. Actually here oxidation occurs. Which is oxidation, that's we call reducing agent. Which reduction can occur, that's we call oxidizing agent. Opposite terms. Here 0 to -1 means difference is 1, but for 2 iodines is there, into 2 you will get 2 is the n factor. So here we are using this reaction. I2 is converted into I minus in iodometric titrations. Here we are using indicator is the starch solution. Indicator is starch solution. So suppose we are getting set up anything doubt. This is we are taking clinical flask. Here I am using substance. You may can take AS2, S3 or any other. So we are adding here. Okay. AS2, S3 you can take, or hypo solution also you can take. I am taking hypo, that is easy for understanding. Here now we are adding I2 solution. Clear? You may can take here I2 or reverse also you can produce. Here hypo solution you can take, and here I2. I2 actually alone that won't be exist. There is a reason we are keeping I2 are dissolving in Ki solution, that become Ki3. Here I2 acts as Lewis acid because this gain lone pair of electrons. So I minus is donating lone pair of electron, that is Lewis base. This we can understand later. Leave it. So here iodine solution, which is we make and titrate, this reaction can occur. Here I2 converted into I minus. So here what is the basic principle here? Whatever they given, you can write simply in terms of gram equivalent numbers. Gram equivalent number of I2 equal to gram equivalent number of hypo. So you make an equal any reducing agent also. gram equivalent number of reducing agent. So this is the basic principle. So here, what is the hypo n factor? Already calculated 1, and I2 n factor is 2. So you can write here gram equivalent weight of I2 equal to gram molecular mass by n factor is 2. So you can use this is even similarly gram equivalent weight of hypo solution equal to gram molecular mass by n factor is 1. This is iodometry. Next, iodometric titration is there. Exactly opposite this is. Okay. Iodometric titration. Here itself, O means you can keep in oxidizing agents. You are going to be estimation oxidizing agents. So here we are going to be estimate oxidizing agent. We can use simple one sentence estimation of oxidizing agents. Estimation of oxidizing substances. Oxidizing substance. Here this reaction is too important. Please concentrate here. Here I am taking mostly that reacting with copper sulfate. Okay. So for example, I am taking here 2 moles of CuSO4 plus 4 Ki. It react each other. You will get here 2 K2SO4 plus Cu2I2 plus I2. Clear? Here I2 liberated, but previous cases we got I2 converted into I minus, but here I2 liberated. Clear? So here copper is plus 2 oxidation state, that become plus 1 oxidation state. So n factor is how much here? 1. This is reduction. Which is reduction means we can say opposite port, that is oxidizing agent. Here minus 1 to 0, that's we call oxidation. So oxidation, we can find out here only 1 electron lost. This is only called reducing agent also. So here n factor is 1, sir, because minus 1 to 0 plus 2 to plus 1 means here also n factor is 1. Clear? We are using for oxidizing substances here. I think you understood this point. After liberated H2, that's again we can titrating by using iodometric titrations. That's I2 plus 2 moles of Na2 SO3. Sorry, S2O3. This is hypo, sir. Again, we are titrating with respect to hypo. Wherever iodine is there, that's we are going to be titrate with hypo solution. Very simple way, that is 2 NaI plus Na2 Es4O6. So here I can write finally gram equivalent number of, which is oxidizing agent, equal to gram equivalent number of I2 equal to gram equivalent number of hypo. So gram equivalent number means already I hope you know that formula. In terms of normality into volume you can write, that's also gram equivalent number, or in terms of weight by equivalent weight also we can use, that is also gram equivalent number. So based on requirement you can use this formula. So by using this is here also we are using just starch solution only, indicate is starch solution. Starch solution. At blue color disappears. We can see this is the basic principle. By using this we are able to solve or not this question, you can try it. Even let them give very big question also, you don't want to think. Clear? You can try it very simple way. 0.5 grams of sample is copper ore is converted into CuSO4 solution. The resulting solution is acidified with dilute acetic acid, and excess Ki added, the liberated I2 requires 0.48 grams of Na2S2O3.5H2O for complete reaction. Calculate the percentage of copper in the ore. See here, whatever they provided, so we can use very simple way. Simple thing, gram equivalent number of, which is copper sulfate they are reacting, you can write nothing but equal to gram equivalent number of. Actually here they converted into copper sulfate. Is it correct? Copper ore. So you can write here Gn of Cu first. That's only converted to copper sulfate. The Gn of I2, they are liberated I2. They are reacting with hypo solution. Gn of hypo, which is I2 released, that is again reacting with whom? 0.48 grams of hypo solution. This is the final one. We can do whatever all are equal means, I can write here simply Gn of Ce equal to, directly I can write Gn of hypo solution. So you can write here Gn means weight by equivalent weight. Equivalent weight of copper already given, n factor is 1 in these titrations. So I can use here 63.5. What is the atomic weight of copper here given? 63.5. Please use that one. 63.5 equal to, what is the weight here they given hypo? Weight is 0.248, sir. 0.248. Equivalent weight of hypo, n factor is 1 for hypo solution, already we calculated. So equivalent weight is 248 by n factor is 1. Here also n factor is 1. So can you calculate W equal to? W equal to, this is almost you'll get 1000, you can write it, means, so 10 power minus 3 this is. So 63.5 into 10 power minus 3. Then nothing but here W equal to 0.0635 grams. Then percentage they are asking means, when we are getting percent means W by W percentage, that is a pure. So we are calculated weight is 0.0635 grams by initial weight. How much they given here? I think so 0.5 grams. You may can find out. 0.5 gram sample of copper they are taking. So you can use here 0.5 into 100. By solving this is approximately will get 12.7%. By solving this is will get approximately 12.7%. So what we done simply, even that big question also, simply we are equaling in terms of equivalents. In terms of equivalents. So here you need to find out one thing. What is the reactants here? Copper sample. Okay, is converted into CSO4. After that, that CSO4 again reacting releases I2. That I2 reacting with hypo. So all you can equal in terms of equivalent number. Then finally calculating can get simple way. But you need to remember n factors also here. CSO4 n factor is 1. Even hypo solution n factor is 1. Clear? So that is the most important here. Please find it.